Hey guys, this is SJ. I'm back here with another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a TCP server in Python on Kali Linux. I will be using my Windows computer earlier, well, a lot bit farther into the video. But yeah, let's just get started. So what you're going to do, you're going to open up Terminal and you're going to type in Sublime. Press enter and then you're going to you're just going to exit out the terminal. Now, if you didn't do that before, or if you type that and it doesn't work, you can go watch my other video on how to install Sublime Text on Kali Linux. But after you do that, you're gonna go to the view, you're gonna go to the syntax, and then you're gonna make sure Python is selected as your syntax. Now you're gonna save it as server.py. Now this is for the when you execute it later on, it recognizes it as a file, as a Python file. You can really name it whatever you want. I saved it to my desktop. And now what you're going to do, you're going to import some libraries. You're going to import the socket library. This is used for IP and TCP Now what this does, basically, we're going to send to the client if there's ever an error inside of something, or if we get a problem, and we're going to send it to the client, which is the person you're going to, or you, the person that connects to the server, and it's going to tell you that they've encountered an error if something ever went wrong. So if something happens, like the connection was reset, or um, something just went wrong, it would send this. It would say we've encountered a problem, and then it would continue. I believe it would close the socket after that. Yeah, and after that happens, there would be no more connection afterwards. But now we're gonna put the while. We're gonna make a while and make sure that true is capital, and then we're gonna go to the next line. And now after we do that, we're gonna you can hit tab and then go to the just indent, and then you're gonna put client, comma, adder or address equals server.accept, and then put the parentheses. And now this is basically just telling you what's happening through the server and everything. It would say like accepting, if someone was to connect, it would say accepting connection from this, that, and the third. And how you would do that will make it so that it will show the port and the IP from the person who's connecting to it. You would basically just put the, like we did before, we put the percentage S and then the 2 dots and then the percentage again to put the D for, I believe that's destination. And I think the S stands for socket. I think that's the same thing as like for an IP address. I'm not entirely sure. And if you're wondering, this is all pre-recorded. I've already done this. If you guys ever watch any of my videos and you don't hear me typing, I pre-typed this and recorded it. And I'm just just looking at the video and recording it right now. And so now we're gonna do another one, and we're gonna type in print, and then put this is basically the same thing, except we're gonna say establishing a connection, saying that the connection is being accepted, or like you're getting a connection from the client who's connecting to it. After that, you're going to put the 2 dots, make sure those 2 dots are right there so you can put the percentage. And then we're going to put another percentage. Basically, like I said, the same thing. And now we're going to do the client. Handler is equal to threading dot thread target equal to handle client. And then after that, we're going to do args equal to client. And then after that, I'm going to put the client underscore handler dot start parentheses. And now all you gotta do is just hold down, just hit Control S, and that should be it. That should be the server, and it should work. That should work. I remember we did encounter a problem earlier when I was recording this. I don't remember exactly what it was, but for me, you just go ahead and hit Control Alt T, and then type in, just change the directory to the desktop, and then now you're gonna put chmod +X and then server, or the name of the file that you saved it as, and then now that's gonna make it into an executable, and then now we're gonna run the Python file. And there you go. Now it's listening on that port. And so here we can go to that, and then we can type telnet 192, put the name of the binded IP address, and then I'm thinking of SSH. You don't have to put the P, just put 80. And yeah, this is the problem. I remember now. The problem was that I didn't put the percentage D, or the destination, and that was the problem for both of them, for accepting the connection and establishing a connection. That was the problem. And so now we're going to go to that, and we're going to change. We're going to put the percentage D, and we're going to do the same thing. And now it's still showing it. We didn't do that for the same thing. Okay, so okay, I'm back now. Okay, so the problem was that it was just basically we didn't put the S percentage. We didn't put the percentage D for destination, and the other problem was that we didn't put for thread, where this is client handler equals threading thread, and where we put the target and the args. We didn't change the we have to make sure the thread for that, make sure it's capital. I had no idea what that was, so we put capital T, and then you'd save it, and then we just clear that. And then, as you can see, it's if you ever get that error, the address is already in use. That means that it's still using that address. So you just change the binded port and do the same thing again. Telnet, and there you go. Now it's fixed. And so, as you can see, it's from my IP address, from my local IP. It's accepting connection from 192.168.0.7, and then port 57.38.2, and then. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You're just gonna save it, and then we're gonna exit out of it, and then yeah, that should be it. But it should work now as far as anything else goes. But yeah, it shows the client who is connected to it. I'm still working on that. Still got problems, but don't worry about this. It's just if you hit Control C, it just don't worry about that error. Just clear it. Okay, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to my Windows machine, but first we're gonna change the IP address, not the IP, but the port that was being used. Just change it to anything. It doesn't have to be anything in particular. Okay, so now we're gonna go to that, and now you're gonna go to CMD, and then we're gonna just type in telnet, and then we're gonna go back, and then there you go, and that should just work now. And as you can see, it accepted a connection from the server, or whatever. Yeah, accepted the connection from the TCP server. There you go. And as you can see, it's 0.15, what's showing a different IP address other than the 27. And if you go to and to show you that it actually works, just go to the and you're just gonna go and type in ipconfig, and as you can see, that's my IP address, and that's to my Windows machine, and that's pretty much it. But back on here, it says there's a client, but it doesn't show you which client it is. I'll have to continue to work on that. I don't know why it's showing like that, but yeah, I'm gonna fix that. But thank you guys for watching the video. If you like it, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.